Hey everyone, Square Peg Square Hole coming to you live from our last stop on our Boston tour today. This might look familiar to you. Some of you might go, I've seen this place before. I'll just give you a quick tour. If you think it's Hogwarts, you are incorrect. This would be Harvard Yard. This is the original space of Harvard University, which back in the day was actually called Newtown. So just a little FYI, it didn't become Harvard until their benefactor, John Harvard, when he passed away, he left his entire library, which I happen to love, to Harvard. So all 400 books came here, plus half his estate, and therefore he was the first benefactor and the first one who got not just a building, but an entire university named after him. So what do we know about Harvard? Well, Harvard likes to tell us that they are the first educational institution of higher learning in the United States back in the mid-1600s. So they do stand a long, long time. They've been here. 7,000 undergrads, but what might be really surprising to you is the fact that there's over 13,000 grad students here. So while Harvard is definitely a college, it is really a university, and it has a huge focus on grad students. And a lot of you might know people who went to Harvard Business School, Law School, Kennedy School. So there's a lot of folks who come here for grad school. When you come here, though, as a freshman, you're going to live here in Harvard Yard. Very cool space. Lots of traditional brick buildings, as you might picture when you're thinking about Harvard. This is where they have libraries, dining, and all the freshmen live here. It's a really great way for everybody to get to know each other and to find their people in their dorm space. So what's Harvard known for? Well, we all kind of have some ideas to the fact that it's a really prestigious institution and is one of the Ivy League colleges. It's known for economics and government, of course, which we probably all could assume given that it's liberal arts space, but it's also really well known for computer science, applied math, biological sciences, obviously history, but also East Asian studies, African American studies, and engineering. So for those of you who might have seen my trip down the road at MIT, well, if you want engineering, you could also come here to Harvard. Which, engineering you might not think about here, but it's at a lot of the Ivies. So keep an eye out for the rest of mine to see where else you could go do that. So what else is Harvard famous for? Well, 8 presidents graduated from here. You might know some of those. And again, if you want to throw those into the comments, let's see how good you are at figuring that out. Harvard itself is really dedicated, though, to educating the citizens and citizen leaders for our society. So what they're expecting is that you're going to come here and you're going to make something of yourself and bring it out to the world. Really to stand out and give it an opportunity, give the students here an opportunity to make a difference and to lead, which is what you might find. You're going to get a lot of CEOs who also come here. So for those of you who are looking into, maybe I want to go into business, well, this is a great place to do that. You're going to set yourself up really nicely for that. It is located in Cambridge, so again, just like MIT, just outside of Boston. So it's got kind of that college town feel, and it's got Harvard Square, which is definitely a very nice college town. Right? It is definitely one of those spaces that's fairly diverse in terms of male to female. It's a fairly even ratio, as you might expect. A lot of people from out of state. As a matter of fact, there's 12% that are international students, so it's definitely bringing a lot of people from around the world. So it's got a cosmopolitan kind of feel to that. 1/3 white, about 1/4 Asian. So it's also got a nice mix in terms of its diversity. So some famous alum, besides all those CEOs, Robert Oppenheimer, right? So from the atomic bomb, he came here. Matt Damon, for those of you who are into the entertainment side, and Rashida Jones. And what are they looking for? Well, with a 3% accept rate, it's kind of hard to know exactly what they're looking for. Really smart people who really make a difference. They're looking for energy, ambition, obviously, right? They want people who are going to do something with their education from here, and a capacity to make a lot of the opportunities given to you. So if that sounds like you, this might be a good place for you to come. It really gives you a chance to step forth into the world and try and make a difference. All right, that ends our Boston tour for today. Hope you enjoyed seeing our 3 schools, 3 very different places. So a little bit of something for everybody, and we'll see where I am next.